Listen.
Travis is your king because he's not my king.
Yo, look, I can do it like money made, glamorous ting. 12 round unanimous ting. Casual fans on the analyst ting. That ain't KG and Travis's ting. That's undefeated, undisputed like Lennox. Do it on points, jab your head off. Who tried to say that AJ fell off? Must have never had Nigerian.
What's going on, people? Welcome to the Undefeated podcast.
The only podcast with 2 undefeated fighters, fam.
Chatting it up. Bro, what's your tail of the tape?
Listen, I'm 0-0, fam, but I had another dream the other day. I had another dream, yeah? This dream was insane. It was insane. I almost said it was nuts. The dream mashed me up, fam, because in the dream, once again, fam, I'm not going to say I look like Muhammad Ali, but I had that kind of speed, fam. I'm telling you, bro, I was moving and shaking. Rope-a-dope, I was doing the madness. Always the same opponent, though. It's always me and Takam. It's always me and Takam, but I look better every time I fight him.
I can't wait for you to meet Takam, you know.
I'm never going to meet that guy. Do you know what I mean? But no, seriously.
The winner keeps the face.
Wait, I don't know. Nah. You need to... This narrative that you're pushing, yeah?
What, that you look like Takam?
Because he's just dark-skinned, fam.
No,
bro. You will see a dark-skinned man say, I look like him. It's been my whole life. People say I used to look like Shabba Ranks.
That's not why I'm saying that.
People say I look like Mark Morrison.
Shabba Ranks doesn't make no sense, bro.
There's a picture of one guy getting married and he's holding his missus, yeah? There's a meme. Put it in... Wale, put this meme in there. It's not me, but it looks like me, fam. It's mad. It actually looks like the man's married and he's looking up. He's like this. Yeah? It's butters. But people keep saying it's me. It's not. So anyone dark-skinned, people say it's me. And I'm tired.
All right,
Today ends.
I must keep saying you look like Takam. So
right, cool.
Don't end today.
Go on. What's your tail of the tape, bro?
2-0, bro.
2-0?
50% knockout rate.
How'd it go?
You know what I'm saying? It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Like, what can I say? I mean, what time was it? It was about 9:57 p.m.
9:57?
Time of stoppage.
Yeah, what details?
Yeah, because unfortunately, when the paramedics had to rush to the scene, I had to tell all the man them not to celebrate until my man got up. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that's what you do now. You wait, like you find everyone to chill, and then obviously once you got up, like 4:00 in the morning, then we had the after party.
So it was like a VAR celebration.
Yeah, it was it was a hindsight
celebration.
Yeah. But you know, what I mean, I don't like to talk about it too much. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just not really.
Hey, one day he's gonna come. One day we're gonna see him.
Well, I tell you, after that fight, that guy messaged me on Facebook the next day saying, I can't wait to do it again. I was like, yes, you can. I've moved on with my life, fam.
Wait. This has been a great week for me. Yeah? Actually, how have you been? You're still on tour?
Bro, I'm knackered.
Yeah.
Just relentlessly tired, fam. Because everyday shows.
It's mental,
so,
you know.
My day off, I'm here. So, yeah, I mean, shout out to the Undefeated fans. Doing this for you, bro.
Nah, seriously, I'm back, you know. Because people were like, because everyone's like, raw. They feel like you're the only one that actually performs, and I just a comedian by name. But yeah, I'm back. I'm back in the game still. So I'm not taking a step from TV because I love it and I need those checks. But yeah, I'm opening for DC Young Fly, fam.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fire.
Fuck you, me.
That's here, boy. Whatever. I'm not gonna do that because I can't actually do it. But yeah, I'm opening for him. That's gonna be fire. You'll see it on the socials and stuff. But yeah, I'm in Campbell, man. So that's fire still. So back on stage and that. Can't wait, man.
Trust me, bro. Man. Stand-up that's why we keep this energy, bro. Because stand-up comics, the rules are different in our world.
The rules are different. And listen, Spencer tried to neuter me, you know. Spencer tried to change me, bro. I would never change, fam.
That's right.
Listen, let's talk about Yard now. Now I'm playing. I'm playing.
Need to relax,
Four more fights.
Need to relax.
We're giving 4 more fights.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. 4 more fights. That's it.
Cool.
All right, so...
Do you know what? Before, let me just quickly promote. I'm taking my Edinburgh show to the Soho Theatre, May 22nd and 23rd. Soho Theatre, 9:30 p.m. both days. Get your tickets, man. Come out. It'd be nice to see the Undefeated fans in the room. So
Yeah. Should we make that like a day out?
Bro, let's do it, man.
What about the comp tickets for the team?
Yeah, no, don't worry. I got you guys.
I did the yeah.
That yeah. It's like yeah. On that day, you'll be phoning me to no end. No, can't get through.
Can we talk about this, though? This, in our community, the bring me in nature.
The guest list culture.
Can we talk about that?
Bro.
Because quickly, before we get into the pod, like, I don't mind the guest list, but it's when, because obviously, you know, I'm acting in a TV, I'm in shows, Man will message me and say, Raw, what, you acting now,
Bring me in, fam.
Hey, bring me in. Hold on, I'm just going to talk to the
director.
director.
You can just bring man on set.
I can go to the director and say,
give my brethren a role real quick.
Just give him lines. He arrived today.
Fam.
Do you see what I'm saying? I don't like it.
Bring me in culture's nuts.
What camera? Allow it. The bring me in thing, Just go drama school. Just start making stuff on YouTube. You can't ask for a bringing with no history of doing it.
You don't even entertain.
Hey, talk to the director for me.
It's mad.
It don't even work like that. It's casting person still. But anyway, let's get into it though.
Let's get into the comments, man. Because the comments that we get on the YouTube, there was one flagrant comment. I'm not going to repeat it. But boy, did it make me laugh.
I saw it still. I'm not going to mention it because we'll get cancelled.
Oh my gosh.
Us and the guy knows what he did.
Yeah. You know what you did. You know what you did.
Yeah. So let's go. Soulstar, shout out to you. Cool. This fight shows how much Wilder lacks. When he was getting backed up, he was leaning back and he was stepping back in a straight line. He was tripping over his feet. How Fury bullied the bully and took away Wilder's spirit in the ring was heartbreaking to see, in all honesty. Not for me, for you and Travis.
Was that heartbreaking?
Bro, you was heartbroken, fam.
Was that heartbroken?
You didn't answer the phone to me. Let me carry on.
Because I was watching it on my phone.
It's
I'm not going to chat to
but
you
I called
over the
you
fight.
when you knew it was over. You sounded, it's nuts.
I wanted to hear the post-fight interview, bro.
No, you need to hear me, fam. All right, cool. I don't see Wilder being the same after this. His air of invincibility is gone, and this fight shows he's got no ability to... He's got no ability to learn new things. That's mad. Bro, that's crazy. Bro, he got swept off his feet, from a body punch. And Fury, who, let's be real, is not one of the hardest punches in the division. So he's saying, he got banged up, landed on his bum from one of the, he's not even a heavy puncher. You call him.
If we're being pedantic, when Fury landed that body shot, Fury's right leg was behind Wilder's left foot.
Travis, man. Yeah, all right.
There's
We're not doing
cameras,
that
there's
this
video.
week. We're not doing that.
Go watch the replay yourself. It's there.
Cool. All right. Here we go from the Raw Traveller. Yeah? I heard he didn't lose because of the... Some of his comments. I heard he didn't lose because of the suit. He lost because he was having a baby and Tyson Fury beat out of him. That's mad dark. I don't know what he means by that. Raw Traveller. But his name's Raw Traveller, so you never know. It could just be from the community, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, cool. Because I get cussed for not reading out.
Yeah, I know.
Comments
you
from
don't
the
shout
man
people out.
Yeah. Shall I do it in the Kimbo? Let's go. Wilder has an athletic build and could handle the excess well, but it boils down to the fact Wilder is not good technically. Yeah? Wicked. Let's keep going. What did he say? Great analysis. By the Undefeated podcast.
Come on.
Shout out to you. Let me do someone that's cussed me for not shouting them out. Here we go. KG was gassed with his moral victory. This episode 37 is up there with the Tunde and Lennox episode. Absolutely top class. The best is yet to come. I don't know what that.
You see, when
means.
you said that you were gassed with your moral victory.
Yeah.
That's because you always say there's no moral victories in boxing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, of course you don't, freaking chief.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, my fighter won. My fighter's a winner. My fighter's got the belt. Your fighter's making videos. Let's not get into what your fighter's doing.
What do you mean my fighter?
I'm not
a Wilder fan.
What?
I'm not a Wilder fan.
Huh?
I'm not a Wilder fan.
Bomber Squad, you.
I just wanted him to win.
No. You're not going to do this
I wanted him to win that fight because I wanted him to go on and fight AJ. I wanted them two to fight first. I'm not a Wilder fan.
You kind of had Wilder love. Like, you were there, yeah.
because I like the more of his personality that we've been seeing over, like, the more of his fights with high profile. I'm like, right, the guy's a cool guy. But I'm Team AJ, bruv. Don't ever get things twisted.
No, you're moving disloyal, you know. You're
How am I
moving
moving
mad,
disloyal?
you know. You just switch sides.
When have I been a Wilder fan? I'm not a Wilder fan. I wanted him to win this fight so that he can set up the AJ fight. Who you think I'll be rooting for in that fight?
Obviously, we're going to root for, like, Team Africa,
because the way I saw things playing out was him fight AJ with an undefeated. So that way his mind ain't broken like how it is now.
Yeah.
And it's competitive. AJ gets rid of him. And then we got AJ versus Fury.
All right, cool.
That's how I wanted things to play out.
All right.
Dickhead.
No, you was
have me out here. Like I'm somewhat.
I'm going to let it go because I'm trying to read comments and I can't multitask.
Go and run it.
But I'm coming back to that thing,
Let's
you know.
do it. Let's
Kid. Jay Hard Work Pays Off. That's a strong name.
That's a good name still.
For like YouTube, you know, because names is very difficult when you're.
I bet there's bare business advice on his page.
All right.
Talk about cryptocurrency and then what? Anyway, go on.
Man's made no investments. I think it's cool. These are our fans, you know. You can't rinse them.
No, big
cool.
up. Still, yeah, I mean.
Nah, rinse them.
I didn't even say anything. I just said, I mean.
All right. Fury, number 1 heavyweight in history.
Settle down,
wait,
man.
let him make his comment, fam.
That's a stupid way to start.
Nah, because I rate this comment.
Number 1 heavyweight in history.
Number 1 heavyweight in history. Power boxing IQ. Talks the talk, walks the walk. Entertaining fights, the best. Undefeated, 100%. Everything's in his locker. What have you got to say about that, fam?
Nothing.
That's not. I didn't say that.
Nothing.
That's.
He's the number 1 fighter in history. Go. Next one.
So you're not gonna. You don't respond.
No, because it just pisses me off. Because why you got to take it so far? Why can't we just enjoy the win and not get too ahead of ourselves? Now I got to shut it down by mentioning mad names of men that are better than him. I look like a hater. No, let's just go to the next comment.
All right, calm. All right, cool. 2BZ secretly need to hear the full version of that bonkers intro. The way the beat drops,
the tune
then
slaps.
abrupt ending. Need that tune. Yeah, the tune bang still.
It's coming. Don't
Shout
worry.
out bonkers still. Here you go. N Afzal. Yeah. KG. I left that Shavers Holmes comment in the last video. Where's my shout out? Even Sebastio, he called out someone else, you know. Even Sebastio gets called out by name, and my comment is anonymous thing. I want my name called. #petty. N Afzal, back to yourself. Dickhead. No, I'm playing.
You can't sign it off. You can't sign it off with dickhead. That's mad.
Wait. Do you know what? Because comedy happens. You know when we're on stage
I know.
and we start being pricks?
Nah.
No, listen, because we need you lot to actually subscribe and like. Because have you noticed the views are getting up? We're out here, you know.
Yeah.
Big up you, man, you know. Man like Afsal. Shout out Afsal.
Come on. Wait,
We're just doing that. I don't know.
Clap.
Yeah, Afsal. Done.
Calm.
All right, I'm going to do... Should I do 2 more?
Do 2 more and I got to do a shout out as well.
All right, cool. Yoruba Coffee came in and said, we need a live show ASAP. Yeah, we need to do another live because we done one.
We done one in a while still.
We need to do that. We need that. And I got... There's too many now. I got... This is a good place to be, you know. What am I going to choose? Damn. 1 second. There you go. And final comment, I'll say, here you go. This is wicked from the Brummy boxing fan. You man are mad. AJ fought top 10 fighters. How many top 10 fighters Wilder fought? That's for you, by the way, because I don't know how I entered that. How many is he KO'd? Wilder's been limited for a while, and everyone who knew boxing knew this was coming, and that's why they kept him away from AJ. You keep comparing AJ to Fury in his footwork bit. Look at the way Fury beat Wilder. He wasn't using the elusiveness. He was planting his feet and outboxed him. AJ will kill Wilder. Povetkin is better than anyone Wilder's and Fury bar Klitschko has faced. At the time AJ faced Povetkin, he was 3rd in the world. Interesting comments.
Yeah, that was an interesting comment.
Interesting comments. I think he's rating Povetkin
Way too high.
Way
too high.
Whoa. But
at the same time, I'm like, nobody was ever saying that Wilder's record was better than AJ's though. It's clear AJ had the best one.
Yeah. But it's just, I think...
just to reinforce it.
Yeah.
All right, let me just shout out Adrian Henke because he made the prediction and we didn't shout him out. So he messaged, he said, yo, first of all, he messaged and said, look in the comment section. I want the biggest shout out in your next pod.
Bap!
And then we didn't shout him out. So then he came back and he was just like, I say it as it is, fam. On the ledge, I'm disappointed. I didn't hear a single shout out from my prediction on the pod. Shame on you, fam. The humble pie was dope. Anyway, tell Travis or KG to do it next time. Be fan friendly. So I'm going to go back and I'm actually going to find his prediction and give him his respect.
No, shout out to you already because I want to see he predicted this thing proper.
Let's read it.
Let's read this thing.
So he says, first of all, this fight is not going 10 rounds. I know it sounds crazy, but Fury will drop Wilder. After that, they'll be in a dogfight and Fury could get dropped as well. But I see a Fury TKO with the ref jumping in because let's be real, Fury can't knock anyone cold. I'm 100% sure that Fury won't fight Wilder in a distance where he can use his laser-like right hand in an Ortiz fight. Mention my name first if Fury wins by TKO. See you in a bit, guys. So, yeah,
sick.
credit.
That's sick. That's
Salute.
What? Say his name one more time.
Adrian Henke.
You smashed it.
Yeah.
Adrian, that thing, because I didn't even know that. I'm not going to lie. And I should have known. But how do you know that Fury's going to come and do that?
Bro, that's what I said.
How do you know Fury's going to match that level of... No, you said that he can't get any better. That's what you said.
No, I said nobody would have known that this would have happened, and you lot tried to make it seem like I was insane.
No, you said I can't. He showed me nothing.
Oh yeah.
You saw the video.
Anyway.
Don't try to rewrite.
Anyway,
history.
look, since that last episode, things have developed.
Things have developed.
Now, when we recorded this, we hadn't heard that Wilder's official statement as to why he lost. My man came out and started saying that the suit.
Don't just do that though. Don't just quickly smooth over, because the first thing that happened, his missus, remember I said that was weird. I couldn't believe when his missus came back and said, we're going to rebuild and we'll be back. We've never heard from you before.
And now you're making a statement on how
this is not the time I want to hear from you. Do you know what I mean? So that was...
Thing is, I don't even think she meant to reveal it like that. I think she was just trying to give her man a tribute and be public with the support. But then when she said we're going to get our title back, everyone was just like, huh? He's going for the rematch.
Yeah.
And then, do you know what I mean? They've officially activated the rematch clause now.
Oh, it's official.
Official tissue. It's happening.
Wait. Official. As we stand right now,
bro,
the rematch clause is there.
July, fam. July 18th.
Where are we going? July
18th.
I think it's guys, I think we need to be there
bro.
in July. I think, listen, sponsorship team that are watching this.
Let's talk about...
We need to be there in July.
Let's talk about this Wilder excuse, bruv.
Let's go.
Because, bruv, the suit...
Bro, the suit was heavy though, man.
Thing is, let's be real. That weren't no tribute to no Black History Month. Sorry, let's get that off everyone's mind.
Man.
That looked like the most demonic thing I've ever seen in my life. The red eyes, the horns. I'm like, who are you, cuz? Any Satan walking into the ring.
Fam.
Listen, if D-Smoke weren't there rapping those bars, I would not know what this was about.
Any screw tape, fam.
You
gotta check that
so
still.
Confused.
It is nuts.
He walked out in the most haunting way.
Legion of Doom, fam.
I'm like, cuz, don't try and have this down like this was for black people.
No black person was involved in that.
Listen,
the only person was D-Smoke that came in at the beginning.
I didn't feel when you saw the suit.
I didn't want to hum.
If your dad walked home in that suit, would you be like, "Oh, dad celebrating the black thing"? I'd be like, "Nah, you've converted." Nah, bro.
It's something we don't even know.
Something else.
Nah,
listen,
it's the red eye. Listen,
the red eyes. What? Whose eyes is just red like that?
So,
man coming like a demon, trying to act like he's here for the. Nah, bro. Nah, I wasn't.
So you were disappointed.
I wasn't motivated.
I'm not. So the background stuff was saying Black Power and Black Excellence.
The lyrics.
Yeah.
D-Smoke is cold though. That album is crazy.
And what he was doing didn't mesh together. It's like the wrong video. It's like, like there's a tune and he tried to do a music video, but the music video's different.
Or like them perfume adverts where the Don's just running on the beach and it's like Calvin Klein. What's this?
So when I'm watching this thing, and then he's saying that this suit was what he weighed
40 pounds.
40 pounds.
But where he messed up.
No, don't go there yet.
Let's
not rush.
Cool. No, don't worry. I'm just getting ready. I'm just getting in
you
touch.
said this suit weighs 40 pounds. Mm-hmm. So you're telling me he tried on this suit the night before. Did he not feel the weight?
Tried on the suit and said, this was cool. Put it on that day. Apparently he was a bit nervous. Said he wore the suit for like 15, 20 minutes before he came out. I'm just like, fam.
But no one would have known any different if he just came out in like the shorts.
Bro, listen.
And the mask. He could have just wore that.
But this is where he's messed up himself, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Because people went back and did a deep dive into all of his interviews where he's been saying things and...
I wear a 45-pound vest on me as well, too, and all my exercise and everything that I do to have that extra weight on me. Mm-hmm.
So...
And it's even more. He wears
heavier. He wears a heavier suit in all of his exercises. But on fight night, that little walk to the ring... Listen.
He should have been. So if this is true, he should have. As soon as he wore the suit, he should be like, "Oh, this is 45 pounds.
This is normal. This is my everyday life."
No,
fam.
I'm tired.
I'm disappointed. Yeah.
Your champion. Yeah, because it's not been mine. Your champions let you down. What do you want to do about this, bro?
What do you mean, my champion?
Your champion.
Why do you keep trying to put like I'm just Team Bronze Bomber? Like I'm just out here on some.
I don't know. I felt like you were
Deontay
a big
Wilder.
fan.
I'm not in the fan club though.
I felt like you was in the fan club. Like you was definitely a conductor of the train.
Yeah, because I said he was gonna beat Fury. That don't mean I'm just a fan of his. That's just how I saw the fight going.
I'm gonna forgive you for your past transgressions, fam.
Fam, don't try to have me out here like I'm been sinning.
Yeah. No, so wait. Because you've liked some it's mad because the people that you look up to have mad excuses.
The people I look up to. Who do I look up to?
I'm just saying. So who's got the craziest excuse between your hero, David Haye, or Wilder? Because David Haye blamed his toe. My man blamed the 40-pound suit.
His toe was actually broken though.
What was it? What about the suit? The suit could have weighed like it could have been heavier because the
care
crown
about
was
the suit.
mad.
The suit I think is nonsense.
Yeah?
Why they ain't got no excuse? He just got mash up, fam.
Some people said when he took off the suit, he was actually breathing heavy and stuff. He was actually tired.
Whatever they're saying, I'm not rolling with that excuse. But when a bone is broken, that's gonna affect your performance.
How important is that?
Thing is, yeah, alright.
How
Listen,
important is that?
you always bring me back here on this David Haye thing, yeah? I'm gonna write down the camera. When you watch that fight with David Haye and Klitschko, he clearly wasn't 100%. Have you ever seen David Haye fall down like that?
I heard he was wearing a suit the night before still, so he was 40.
You're a dickhead, bro. You're a dickhead. The only thing that messed up David Haye's thing is how he carried the whole thing afterwards. Man backed off his boot in the ring and showed his toe. And it just looked nuts because it's like, why are you out here putting your toe in the ring canvas? Then he stood on the table at the press conference and said his toe was broken. It looked nuts, but the toe was still broken, so that's going to affect your performance. Deontay Wilder was just saying his suit is too heavy. He came in, I don't know if he trained, if the training camp was pathetic or whatever, but he looked ridiculous from the opening rounds.
Yeah.
He didn't have no spike at all.
I just think, and remember that thing where I go on and on about Canelo and why I think he's one of the greatest, because just in terms of dealing with the big nights, it's like footballers when they say they play in a massive stadium, it's like, I'm meant to be here. You know, with Wilder, because remember you said you watched it back.
I was feeling like he was getting to the big stage. I thought he was becoming a big night guy just because of the spectacle that was put on when he fought Brazil and also the Ortiz. He's come out in the suit and it's not new now.
Yeah.
So I was really surprised that anything kind of threw him off his game because that didn't make no sense to me. That's like you kind of done this twice now.
So have you seen the new video?
The new video,
the latest video about his it was really. Like, if you listen to it with the Titanic music, yeah, it sounds like a madness.
Shall I get it
He's like, yeah, play it, because it's interesting. And I don't know why he's called himself...
Let's
because I was confused.
This is the maddest post-fight statement after...
Hello, my people. My bomb squad army. My bomb squad nation. To all my loved ones around the world. I just want to let you know that I am here. Your king is here. And we ain't going nowhere.
Did he?
For the war has just begun. I will rise again. I am strong. I am a king. You can't take my pride. I am a warrior. I'm a king that would never give up.
He been watching Mad Black Panther.
I'm a king that will fight to the death. And if anyone don't understand that, don't understand what it is to go to war, don't understand what it is to fight.
Fight!
We will rise again.
Okay. Listen, yeah. Nah, listen. Yeah.
Did you hear what he said? Hello, everybody. Your king. I said he. He crowned you, bro. My king.
Listen.
Travis is your king because he's not my king. I'm just asking. It's a real question. No, because he's got army.
Bro, listen. Defeat affects people in different ways. Yeah. He's had. Have you seen his Nigerian rebrand?
What?
Bro, the new we
don't want anything to do with that,
Deontay
bro.
Wilder is now different, bro.
What do you say? What's the rebrand?
I'm just saying, yeah. This is the second case of a man experiencing defeat and going straight back to Africa.
To Nigeria. That's what they would do.
Because AJ was not really in Africa like that. He was, I'm saying, I'm Nigerian, but it's like, you know what I mean? Still Olympic flag.
Yeah.
But he took that loss straight over there.
Straight to Lagos.
Straight back over there running with kids. Wait for Deontay to post the running with kids. That's like
Nigeria.
That's the rejuvenation.
No, but
I'm looking at it now and I'm just like, when did you weren't really the Nigerian heavy fighter though?
Yeah.
Like he mentioned it loosely one time, but now he's come back like, yo, he did a whole photo shoot I saw him with the traditional clothes.
Are you talking? Who are we talking about?
Wilder, fam.
Wilder's wearing African clothes. Do you know what it is?
Who knew Wilder was Nigerian?
Do you know what it is, yeah?
No one.
No, because Nigeria is a common theme right now. And I'm gassed. Because obviously from the... Because did you see that Fury was actually wearing...
A Nigerian gum shield.
What's the powers of Nigeria?
Nigeria was
now,
all in the mix
I'm
of this.
hoping that this is original, the right thing, and this is not like a Jay Huss thing.
Would you like Jay Huss thing?
Don't want to talk about it. But you know, I'm conflicted. But I hope this is like... We're not using... I hope it's just the right thing. It's like in the light.
Listen.
Are you with me?
At the end of the day, I feel like the Nigerian rebrand is... He's seen it work for AJ.
So now he's Nigeria,
like,
just want the Nigerian fans.
I'm Nigerian. He's just going to be like, I did an Ancestry.com thing, hella Nigerian stats. That's where I'm from. And he's just out here with the photo shoot now.
You're always like 5% Benin though. I don't know why they always... on Ancestry.com, it's like 5%. No. I think something's wrong with Wilder, you know, because he says this that thing about dying, and he said it again. And have you noticed he said it before that he wants to kill someone in the ring? Yeah. A part of me now believes that he's serious about that.
But at the same time, it also came apparent that he's also kind of serious about being happy to die in the ring as well.
So doesn't that make you think about the man? And because he's got a family. Let's be all jokes aside. What do you mean that you're happy to die in the ring? Like, when we actually break this down, because I said it last week. Remember I said Mark, the trainer, Mark Braylon.
He ain't fired him now, by the way. He's still part
no,
of
but
the
there was
a
lot of talks.
I think they was just emotional.
And but there was heavy talk about it.
Yeah, but
sometimes you throw stuff out there to see what the reaction's gonna be. But the boxing community was like, "Are you crazy?"
I don't even think it was that. I think it was just emotional. The defeat just happened, and it was him that called it. So they was feeling away. But after they simmered down, he's like, "Nah, I can't let rid of Mark." Do you know what I mean?
Because it's crazy. But then it's the thing about Mark went a long way into protecting him. And he could have been in damage. He could have been severely hurt in a place where who knows what kind of brain damage he could have had. Because yes, Fury might not have knocked him out, but those consistent punches to the head when you can't fight back.
Because the thing is, it's blunt trauma. Because those shots ain't gonna knock you out. Yeah, you're just gonna be there taking it. It's like when Chris Eubank Jr. fought Nick Blackwell.
Yep.
And he was just pounding him away. Yeah. And he didn't want to quit, but then after that, it's like brain damage.
There you go.
So it's one of them ones. But at the same time, you saying like, you know, let's look at the man who's happy to die in the ring. I feel like there are some boxers who are just that way. Like Evander Holyfield, he ain't never gonna co-sign you getting him out of the fight. There's some fighters who you have to save from themselves.
Is that toxic though?
Is it toxic? Nah, it's just.
What kind of level of pride is it? There's like, I need to die here.
No, it's one of them ones where they're not gonna stop it. They're not going to stop it themselves. Remember when Kell Brook fought Triple G? At the end, when he was getting battered and he was on the road, all punch drunk, he leaned back and went, "Come on in!" Fam, them man there, they're built different. You have to save them from themselves.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that Mark doesn't lead the team, actually, because we're now going back into this fight. He's going back
he's activated the
into
rematch.
This in July. Isn't that too quick?
I think it is. I think it's too quick.
It's too quick. I don't understand what are you going to do different? Okay, let's say we take off the suit. And I hope he hasn't believed, because like delusion of grandeur, like when you actually believe that if I weren't wearing that suit, I would have won. Someone needs to tell him, nah, bruv, I don't even think it's a suit like that, like a lot. You wouldn't think it was that. I don't even think it's a suit. I think you actually got punched up. Like
he fully ran up on you still.
He leaned on you. He done a lot of stuff to you. So
I think the size messed him up. I think he was too heavy for his own legs.
That weight helped him though.
The weight helped Fury.
The weight helped. Can you imagine if he weighed less? No, and Fury was coming with them shots.
Then he would have been more mobile. I think he went the wrong way.
I don't think he's got the ability to get away.
I think he heard Fury was putting on weight, and then rushed to put on weight as well, thinking that that's going to help me somehow manage. And it's like, no, it didn't. It just slowed you down. You got tired early, and it just messed you up. I think some men need to know they have an optimum weight. When I'm at this weight, this is when I'm the best I can be. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you are. Yeah, because he shouldn't feel like someone like him shouldn't feel like he needs to bulk up, because he has power that can put man down with his light size.
but he hasn't got the head movement or even the foot
Oh,
movement
we're not
and stuff.
talking about
So,
technical ability.
so-
Technical ability is in a different place.
so right now, even if he gets lighter, you're still gonna get hit, bro. So I don't understand if he
He
gets
might
lighter.
be faster though.
Fast for what though?
I have
Doing
no
what?
idea, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
At this point,
you're just
like-
fast to still get hit.
Yeah, at this
You just
point,
go down quicker.
Yeah, it's a tricky one because with Wilder, technically he shouldn't be able to beat most people, but then it's like
That power
that
still
punch
there.
still can land. And the thing is, it's like even though he did lose, we can't just forget that he still has that power. And that's the I guess that might be the mad undoing that Fury could potentially face, where it's like, okay, cool, yeah, I knocked you out, and then going into the third fight, he could just be thinking, yeah, all I got to do is walk you down, and just have that little lazy energy. And get
I don't
clipped.
think Fury will ever.
I don't think so.
underestimate-
I don't think so.
I don't think Fury ever underestimates him. It's like, would you watch that fight?
What do you mean
Number
by that?
3?
Yeah, no. I'll
Like,
watch it.
just is there still
I'll
an
watch it.
appetite? Because I know everyone's talking about.
No,
there's
no major appetite for it, but will I watch it? Absolutely, of course. It's
Yeah.
heavyweight boxing. But you know what I've noticed in this time though?
Talk to me.
Fury's been mad quiet since the fight.
Yeah. Were you
Ain't-
worried?
No, I'm just not worried. Just he ain't spoken about what he wants next or what his plans are. Just
Did you see something about his wife wanting him
quiet.
to retire?
I saw his dad saying he wanted to retire. I didn't see about his
Why
wife.
is the family members like doing that? What's that like?
I don't know, man. I don't know. See, this is my thing with Fury is that he's never made a title defense. So through all of these speculations about the third fight and the AJ fight, this man fully could retire. This man could walk away from boxing.
I really I don't. I'm so annoyed that they've signed that rematch. You know, I thought it was never going to be signed. I thought, they've really just talking about. But they must realize that the heavyweight titles not being in America really affects them, and he must have been forced into this because there's no reason I can see him coming back. Like he saw that fight, he got beat up. Not like he got this. It was destructive. That what happened to him wasn't good in any. I can't even tell you a round when I thought he won it. Did you have him winning any rounds?
Nah, I think maybe the second he landed a couple shots. I don't know if you have him winning a round, but I know he had a bit of success in there. But again, it's like shots just bounced off Fury. It was a proper one-way demolition still.
Well, hang tight him, boy. Like I'm not feeling it. I don't believe.
I think
anymore.
what could happen here, realistically, is that they activate the rematch clause has been activated. He could be bought out. He could be paid step aside money. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's a big
Wilder's got
ticket.
too much pride to step aside.
To be honest, like Eddie Hearn would offer him some serious coin to step aside to make the AJ fight. It's too late now, but I'm just throwing it out there. Like step aside money is still something that could happen, and Fury just wait for the AJ fight after he
But
fights Fuller.
another man needs step aside money. Dylan would need step aside money.
I don't
saw
even
Michael
know what
Buffer
Dillian Whyte's situation
messaging.
is,
I saw Michael Buffer message him saying lawyer up.
Listen, Michael Buffer does not run that Twitter account. If you think that man there is running those tweets,
Yeah, because there's mad
fam,
tweets.
how old is Michael Buffer, fam? How old is Michael Buffer? Please tell me. This man that's on Twitter tweeting with mad gusto.
Michael Buffer's like lawyer up.
Michael
do this.
Buffer is doing too much on Twitter. That's not Michael Buffer, man. How old is Michael Buffer? Let me get his age.
Michael Buffer,
75,
He's
tweeting
got
like
one-
that at
no, he's
4
got
o'clock in the
one
morning.
job, bro. He's got
Nah,
one job.
shut up, man.
She's
Nah,
got one
man.
job.
This guy's
Let's
someone's,
get ready. That's all he does,
That's
Sam.
someone's granddad just up at 4 o'clock in the morning, banging out, talking about lawyer up. Come on, man. That's not Michael Buffer.
He's got one job, fam. He goes to this. A
Bro,
fight
have
and
you
he
ever
says
seen
the same thing?
Have you seen like older people tweet?
You think he
They
can't
might be
learn
tweeting
that?
like this.
Wait, you
You
think
don't do that
Michael?
at 4 a.m.
Bro, if I know my lines all the time, I can just learn new shit. Don't sleep on Michael Buffer,
Fair
you know.
enough, man. If that's
so
you,
I'm saying,
if that's you,
he's
big up,
probably
innit? But I don't
probably
think it's
gone on
him.
a course.
I think that's his grandson.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's his grandson, bro. Because he tweets with at pace as well. It's like
Yes,
knocks out the tweets. That's not you, man.
I want to see one day where I hope we meet Michael Buffer and
gonna be
he's
nuts.
just there tweeting.
So what's Dillian Whyte's situation right now? Because
Should we
right
get
now,
into that,
I
or-
feel like I don't even really know. I don't even know where he stands. Like, is he really the mandatory? Because they're making it seem like Mauricio Sullivan made a statement saying that he's been saying he's the mandatory because he had the #1 spot, but he wasn't officially the mandatory until he beat Oscar Rivas.
Okay.
So then it's like all this 800 days talk doesn't even. That's just Dillian Whyte's narrative.
Oh, because he.
Yeah,
So how
so-
many days would it be? It's still a long time.
Oscar,
though.
it's just last year. So the fight, he should get that fight this year at some point, realistically.
Yeah.
But
I think. Do you know what? What was interesting is Dylan when they were talking about the next fight, and then Eddie Hearn was saying AJ should fight, and Dylan was like, "Hey, wait, hold on, you work for me as well. What do you mean? Like, what am I doing here?" Do you see what I'm saying? And I feel, and we said it before, obviously there's no one for him to sign to, but if Dylan was with somebody else, this is not happening. There's two powerhouses underneath like
there's
one
a lot
brand.
of big names on the one.
It's so, but then I am not your first. As soon as we talk about the money, you're not thinking about me, which is crazy. Like,
But
I'm a viable. I'm up for that title shot. It's my turn. So you put in a next man in front of me. What's going on, bro? Like, I've done all the fights that you talk. I've fought on undercards of AJ. I've even now do my own pay per
But
views.
you know what the problem is? The problem is, and it's the era that we're in, yeah?
Yeah.
Where it's not down to just the talent or what you do. It's down to the brand. And what we're seeing now is that Fury's brand has just kind of entered the league of Anthony Joshua's. Right?
Oh, some will say it's above it now.
No, well, see, some will say that, but it's not. It's not backed by any numbers. It's just mad opinions when they say that. Because look at the numbers that AJ does. Look at the amount of money that he acquires. This guy could fight anyone and take 40 mil.
But I can say this.
The numbers that he does
I
on
understand
pay-per-view
what you're
as well.
saying. No, but it's different now. Now it's different.
Yeah, it's different because Fury has just entered AJ's arena. He still doesn't have numbers that back to say Fury
Would
is
you
this
not
big
say
number
with
powerhouse.
what happened, he hasn't superseded it in terms of the? I'm just saying.
no,
I'm just saying.
no.
Let's just throw this. Let's
Fury
just have this
is a
conversation.
great story, right?
Yeah.
And it's a human story that connects with people, and people can get behind Fury.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? People cheer for him, even if they don't care too much about boxing. But numbers do not back Fury to say that he's bigger than AJ. AJ is the biggest man in boxing right now.
Even after that victory.
You have to understand, yeah. Fury versus Wilder, the numbers they're not amazing numbers.
Yeah. Fury versus Wilder 2.
AJ versus either of them, the numbers are groundbreaking.
No, but so what I'm saying
Could you
is,
imagine if AJ was fighting Wilder now? What that would be at the box office?
it would be crazy. But I'm
Exactly.
saying
That'll break-
what's
that'll
happened
break
now,
Floyd Mayweather's
though,
record.
with the change, like it or not, Wilder had fans, yeah, on that night, yeah, and those same fans now saw Fury. At first, they probably didn't like him at first, yeah. Everyone was singing along to American Pie. You see when he was singing that at the end, he went and gained a brand new following that night. Yeah,
I agree.
so that's
I
now
agree.
they are now with me. The next fight I have, plus because Fury is one of those. Even for the casuals, casual fans are coming up to me now and they want to talk to me about Fury and what that thing that you hate, where it's like, he's the best in the world. You know what I mean? They want to talk like that. But I'm telling you, what he's done that night changed, it changed a lot that night in terms of he's gone out there and they're saying they've connected with the story, they've connected with the whole singing part of it and just him as a person. And they said, you know what? I'm going to root for that guy. And we can't discount that or play that down. So when in the new negotiations, because they're talking about negotiations now, and they're saying that it should be 60-40 in Fury's favor.
That's probably Frank Warren saying that. That's nonsense. There's never going to be a time where 60-40 in Fury's favor. Based on what?
Well,
based on what? Titles, numbers.
The
how
bottom line is,
do you back
all those
it
titles-
in a tangible way other than saying, "Oh, the vibe's changed"? Like, what's the tangibles of saying that
all
Fury
those-
is bigger?
You don't have those belts
He's
if I
not.
didn't win them.
Sorry?
That's what he said. That's an argument. This is
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
When I
okay,
say this,
cool.
yeah,
So let's
this
say
is not
he
my
says-
argument.
he
I'm just
says,
saying that
you
now.
don't have those belts if I don't win them.
Yeah.
You gave them up. You failed the test, and you left boxing through
Yeah.
personal issues on top of failing the drug test. So that's your undoing. That's
Yeah.
nothing to do with AJ. AJ went and fought these man, beat them for the belt, beat Charles Martin, fought Klitschko, a prime Klitschko, who was
a Klitschko that had it all to fight.
he
for.
came to fight, not
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
time when he fought Fury.
Yeah.
If we're being, that's how I saw the two versions of Klitschko. But you can't say that you're a paper champ. He's a real champion. So when I look at that, I'm like, no, not really, bro. It's not a 60-40 in Fury at all. They're gonna give him 50-50 because they want to get the fight made at this point. But he does not, in my opinion, deserve that. Even if it's 55-45, it edges in AJ's favor. He's a bigger brand. He commands more money. He has more belts. What more does this man need to do? He's beaten more top 10 fighters than the rest of you. Like, bruv, Wilder and Fury combined have fought 5 top 10 fighters. AJ's his record's better than both of these men. So I'm thinking to myself,
But then
stop talking about AJ like he's equal with Fury.
But then that
it's
travel,
a narrative that backs Fury.
Home and we got to talk about that traveling away from home thing though.
Bruv,
That's still still important.
Right, well, cool,
it's still important because like it or not, AJ let us down.
All
we
right,
were there.
cool.
We were sad.
So the numbers,
bro. We were at home. Both sad. Go back and watch the video when we come to record the new pod. We were dejected, fam. We didn't know what to. Bro, our champion got beat up by a fluffy guy, fam. In a man called Ruiz, fam.
Give him his credit. He went away from home and won. But how much credit are we going to give for this feat?
Bro, because...
Is it just going to be an endless credit for Tyson Fury?
No, but until I see other men do it, until I see other men really do it, I'm talking these men.
You're not even factoring in the extra pressure that it is to fight at home and win.
No, that's your friends, man. He's been...
No. There's pressure to come home. There's pressure to come home and win, bro.
O2, when AJ walks in the O2, he knows this is my house. This is my house.
And there's more pressure as to why you can't get embarrassed in your house. Fury ain't had to do that.
I think... Well,
Fury ain't even walked to the ring as a champion.
I feel like I'm caping hard for what you call it, Fury, and
I'm an
AJ fan.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep things in a real perspective because with Fury, because the narrative is so compelling, it makes people run off into the fantasy land. And I'm just like,
but we have to be honest though.
Do you know
AJ? Let's have an honest discussion about.
Before you get there,
let's go.
Let's talk about what it is to walk into the ring as a champion and leave the ring as a champion.
It's very difficult.
Very different to walking in as an underdog.
Yeah.
I'm coming in to ruin this party, whereas I'm coming in to maintain what I've worked for.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen that from Fury.
We saw Ruiz try to do it, and he didn't do it.
As an underdog to win the belt. We've seen him walk in, beat a legend in the ring. We've seen him walk in, lose his belt. We've seen him walk in and come back and get his belt back. This guy's proved everything that a champion needs to be. And we're talking about 60-40 to Fury. Don't piss me off, bro.
I feel the vim that you got, bro, but
just
we can't forget about that night, though.
What, the one night in Dusseldorf?
No, not that night. No, I'm not talking about that night. I'm talking about the night in New York, fam.
I'm getting bored of this freaking night, bro.
Nah, I'm talking...
How long ago this was?
No, I'm talking about this.
You sounded like freaking Arsenal fans, fam. Invincibles, cuz. I was having the same argument back in the Invincible thing, but it's ridiculous, fam.
Wait, because that was fun. No, AJ's one night. AJ's one night abroad when he went to the Bronx.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And like it or not, bro, yeah.
He lost, bro. He had a bad night.
Bad, and then wait, let's really talk about this because what was kind of cool about Tyson Fury's win was the fact not only did he say he's going to win, but he said how he was going to do it. Now, we both said it. When AJ went to fight, it was good for boxing. It was a good boxing. He fought a good fight. But even we said, the ring was a bit bigger, yeah? And the whole night was on a sprinting thing.
So what are you trying to say that AJ ran?
I'm not saying he ran, but I'm not saying he engaged the same way.
So now you're not impressed
no, I'm
that
impressed.
AJ was able to take
impressed.
on
No, but I'm saying that
of his own fighting style.
I'm saying that if...
implement a completely different strategy.
What I would have been...
So
this is me.
So you didn't see it. You didn't see it. You didn't see it as a winning mentality.
I saw it as amazing.
To become whatever you need to become to win.
I saw it as amazing.
Or do you just now look at it as, he was on a sprinting thing?
No, he was on a movement thing. He was on a
No. Sorry,
he was on a track and field thing.
Shut up, man.
He was on a light track and field thing.
Rubbish, fam.
It was a brisk walk. What are we gonna call it? We said it. We said no. Remember when engaging? There's a video when AJ actually starts to engage, yeah, and both of us, no AJ, don't engage. We're both here. We're like, no.
Fam.
Go on. He started to play possum. Ruiz started to play possum.
It was a winning formula
even at the end,
for how to beat Ruiz.
There's a moment when we both did it. That was at the end, and Ruiz like, come on. And then both of us was like, why don't we want him to go over there?
Let's go back.
Heavyweight champ.
Let's go back here, because there's videos of us sitting here saying, he needs to adopt what Lennox did when he fought David Tua. Yeah. Every time they came together, Tua seemed to get better at the exchanges. Yeah. But then Lewis kept him on the outside, kept it long. And that's the strategy that AJ needs. We both sat here, we both said that. So why are you changing your tune?
Because I just
It's because you're excited off the Fury win, fam.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you're excited.
I'm allowed to be excited.
Come out the clouds, bro. Sit down and talk properly, bro. You're just here chatting rubbish.
Don't tell me to come out the clouds.
Come out the clouds,
I want to
fam.
be there,
You
fam.
and Fury fans are just doing the most. It just gets annoying because I want to be happy for Fury as well. But then you lot start chatting your crap and I'm like, no, I'm not rolling with that, bro. You sat here on this pod and didn't know whether or not Fury would beat Lennox Lewis.
It was nuts still.
Bro, you get on my nerves, man.
You're hurting.
You're just an excited Don, fam.
You're hurting. I told you, bro. The most gullible fan in boxing, fam. I own it.
nerves, fam.
I own my stuff, fam. I'm gonna go. I'm a victim of the moment.
Do you think Fury and Mike Tyson? Who you think would win? Fury and Mike
Shut up,
Tyson.
man.
Fury,
Have you not seen what Mike Tyson?
Tyson Fury and Mike Tyson. Who's
Did
gonna
you
win?
hear-
No, don't worry about none of that.
Do you
Don't worry
hear
about
what
don't
Mike
forget-
Tyson did?
forget
I
all
watched
that.
a video of
Forget
Mike
all that.
Tyson.
Forget all that. Who do
Go
you
on.
think would win? Tyson
Mike
Fury and Mike
Tyson.
Tyson. How's it going?
Huh?
How's it going?
It's ended early.
How?
Third round knockout.
Tyson Fury, who got up from Deontay Wilder in the 12th
Don't worry, it's
round.
different.
It's ended early.
You're talking like that guy was my king. I never believed he was my king in the first place. That video that he made it for just his family members, fam.
Get on my
Because
nerves.
that weren't for us. I don't know. You said it weren't for you. I don't know who it was for, bro. Anyway.
Speaking of Tyson,
Yeah.
bro, this guy released. I mean, let's
go.
shout out to Tyson's podcast, by the way, the Hot Boxing.
Yeah, it's
That
fantastic.
podcast is amazing,
fantastic.
bro. Tyson's a completely different person now.
Yeah.
But I really got to
Play it.
There's this clip.
It's mad because
Where
I
is
felt
this?
all sorts of emotions watching this clip. The first emotion was fear. And I shouldn't feel like, because Tyson's grey. He's old and grey, but I'm still scared. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
play that.
So Tyson's sitting with Sugar Ray Leonard.
Alexander and Napoleon, I know the more. I read the more, I studied the more. I know the art of fight. I know the art of war. That's all I ever studied. That's why I'm so feared. That's why they feared me when I was in the ring. Because I was an annihilator. That's all I was born for. And now those days are gone. It's empty. I'm nothing. I'm working on being the art of humbleness. Can you believe me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. Because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out, hell is coming with him. And it's not funny at all. It must sound cool, like I'm a tough guy. It's just I hate that guy. I'm scared of him.
Fam, let me. The best thing about this video, yeah, is Sugar Ray Leonard's face. Sugar Ray's face as he's talking. He's looking at him like, bro, damn.
Sugar Ray, yeah,
My days.
looked at him like, you know, that look that a teacher gives the class when
Bro.
it's getting out of hand. Yeah, like, I don't know what to do. You know, like, Sugar
That
Ray
look-
was like, I hope this
That
man
look is
doesn't
like-
come back tonight.
That look is like, you know, you just be watching a fight. It's just a
Yeah.
casual little fight on the roads. And
Yeah.
someone starts pulling out mad weapons. And it's
And
like,
it's actually-
whoa, we need to be out of here. That was,
Nah.
I mean, listen to what he's saying, though.
He said that sometimes. Wait,
He's
deep the part when he said he is afraid of himself. He's afraid of his former self.
'Cause when that
but
guy
he
comes
misses
out-
his former self.
When that guy comes out, it's going to be hell to pay. No, he said there's hell's coming with him. Fam, Tyson, obviously, when he says he's practicing the art of humbleness, it's mad because I listen to the podcast, his podcast sometimes, right? And you can hear when he just rubbishes his old self. Do you know what I mean? He's like, that guy was empty, he was lonely, he was afraid, he wasn't confident, he was this, he was insecure, and da-da-da-da-da. And you see how he breaks down masculinity in a way that you take it differently when it's Mike Tyson saying that.
Yeah.
Because obviously nowadays everyone's on this toxic masculinity convo. It's like, shut up, man. Like, you're doing too much, because the version of masculinity that would appease you just sounds nuts.
Yeah.
Whereas when you hear it from Tyson, it's like,
Bro, he
jeez.
said that he got robbed at one time, yeah? And then he said to himself, this is never happening ever again. And he said it was fear. All through my life, I was afraid. Every fight I
But
walked into...
do you feel like you ever hit that point? Because I feel like every man goes through a stage in their life where they're just like, you know what? From this point, no one is taking me for a dickhead.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? I think I must have been about
Honesty Lane.
Yeah, I must have been
Let's
about
go Honesty Lane.
16, 17.
Let's do it.
And I remember like this guy tried to just you know when someone's just trying to like just have fun with, like, they're just trying to jar you in school, and I was just like after that situation, I remember just sitting there thinking, that's literally never happening to me again. How I feel right now, I
Yeah.
hate it.
All right.
Every time someone tries this, we're scrapping.
All right.
And from that day, that was it. That was my line. That was, you can't cross this for me.
So we ain't gone down Honesty Lane in a long time. And we're about to do it right now. This is my first story. I used to live in Kenneton. That was the first place where I grew up. Yeah, Kenneton, beautiful area. Where obviously Kenneton's different now, so there's probably man them from Kenneton like, no, K-Town, don't violate. But when I grew up in Kenneton, it was different. We used to play like runouts, rounders with the football, random games. Do you know what I mean? I moved to Brixton. I moved to Mitesfield, year 6. Yeah, I meet this guy and he goes to me, boom. When you see these men, run. Now these guys were certified bad boys, yeah? My mum sent me down the road to my auntie's house. My mum wanted me to go and drop off some chicken, yeah? So I had the cooler, yeah? This is like when Africans do parties, picnic things, yeah? Call it the cooler. In there had nothing less than like 45 pieces of chicken in there, yeah? I detoured because I thought I had like £1 in it, bare money. I'm going to go buy some Frosties. So I went to the shop down the road and I bought what? 5 packs of Frosties. And what else did I get? I got like some mix-ups. Yeah? I saw the man them. I thought, oh shit. Me with the cooler. I licked it. Ran across the road. And obviously they see me running with a big cooler. I'm in Brixton. The man chased me. I couldn't run that fast because I got a cooler, 45 pieces of chicken. Why the wait?
Why the seat?
They caught me, yeah. And they're like, why are you running? Bruv, I've never experienced this before in my life. Yeah? At that moment, the tears started to drop down my eye, yeah. I said, don't cry. Brother, someone just flipped open the cooler. They all took a piece of chicken. He's like, I had my Frosties. Like, what's in your pockets? Remember, I'm in year 6, bruv. The terror. What's in your pocket? I had Frosties, yeah? They started taking some, but they just looked at me dejected. Some of the chicken's gone. And they got my Frosties. One guy gives me back the Frosties and says, listen, never cry, yeah? Gives me back my shit. Like, and they just walk off. Bruv, that day is the day that man changed for good. You think I told my mum? I took the chicken to my auntie's house. I ate my sweets and I just deep the whole journey home. I said, you think that's ever gonna happen to me again? Like, it was that, I swear, I promise you, something went off in my mind, yeah, and I said, never again. You see that?
It's a flick.
Bruv, all my innocence was gone. That day, I promise you, year 6, I don't know what year you in. Someone check out what year we're in year 6. I think I was...
Year 11.
I was 11.
10, 11.
10, 11, fam. Look at that trauma, fam.
Mad early still.
It's mad. And I was new to the ends. I never told... And that was the last day I spoke to my parents about anything I was getting through. You see what I'm saying? So, it's mad, and as funny as that story is, I swear to you, that changed. That day, bro, anytime, if it was on... ready to go.
Everyone has that.
You're never gonna catch him. I remember myself crying. Do you know how vexed I was when I got home? And I just holding my sweets and stuff. I didn't tell my big sister. She's like I look up to her. Think I told her? Said, all right, cool. And that was it. And I think then I just went down the path of madness still. But yeah.
So yeah, I mean, just
how mad is that?
I mean, looking at what I was saying about Tyson's pod, he touches on all of this stuff and how ego just consumed him. So it's nuts. So to hear him deep dive on himself and talk about missing that guy, because sometimes I feel like a bitch. I mean, how deep that is. When he's basically saying like, "Raw, doing this nice guy thing and not being a savage makes me feel like I'm moist now." That's insane, bro. Because I remember one time on his pod, he said, you know how crazy it is to maintain a decent level of humanity when you know one-on-one you could beat anybody in the world in a fist fight. He said, one-on-one, I can beat anyone in the world. I said, you can't chat to that man. What can you tell him? You can't reason with that person, fam. If he decides, I no longer want to be fair, that's it. You have to accept it.
Yeah, but our sound engineer seems to think that... our sound engineer, we're not going to bring him up. Nah. But our sound engineer seems to think that if him and Tyson got into it, he's got a chance. But the same guy that was crying, saying sometimes I feel like a bitch
because I'm not being a savage anymore.
That's what he said.
Should we actually talk about what the debate that we had in the studio last week?
Bring up.
Well, no, because I don't have a microphone.
You don't have a mic. All right, you know, we'll save it. We'll save it for a time when you have the mic. Cool,
yeah.
let's move on.
We'll move on.
We've been here a while. So, Canelo, Billie Joe Saunders.
Canelo, Billie Joe Saunders.
This is happening. Like,
is it?
Billie Joe, Canelo is happening, bro.
There's
'Cause
talks.
The zone's coming to the UK.
Yeah.
As well, like it's gonna be one of the things where I think we can sign up for the zone for like $4.99 a month, and we'll get the
my God,
Canelo
we're
and Billie
getting
Joe
DAZN
fight.
over
Yeah,
here.
bro, they're moving over into the market. Sky Sports.
Sky Sports are.
You are noticed, Adam Smith, fam. Now's the time to start switching up the gusto, fam.
You need to bring us in, fam.
You need to bring us in. Have some different energy on the platform.
Listen, the zone or Sky Sports, anyone that's serious about really moving with the times. We're the ones you need, you know.
Because the formula is different in 2020.
I'm telling you.
But competition is one of the things that sometimes works out greater for the boxing fans. Because if they're going to have pay-per-view nights for $4.99 a month, fam,
I'm paying.
Sky Sports prices can never be £24.99.
It's mad, though.
Calm down. Calm down. Because I paid for the Wilder fight on my phone, right?
Yeah.
You can do it because I don't have the I don't have Sky, bro. Because I'm like, I don't really watch TV.
Yeah, you can do it through them.
So I set it up on my phone. I'm watching it, and I was just like, right, like I paid $24.99. I don't really feel mad about it. But my brethren watched the fight. I'm not gonna say who he is, but he watched the fight for free with links, and he said the quality was just sick. Like I didn't have no issues buffering, no nothing. And I was just sitting there thinking, do you even need to pay? So piracy is going to be what undercuts these men if it's not a case of them men starting
Coming
to
down with the
bring
price.
bring down because $24.99 for pay-per-view starting to look nuts, especially with the undercards that we're seeing. That Wilder Fury undercard,
them
that was
matchroom,
ridiculous.
them
fam.
matchroom undercards are special though.
Sometimes,
A lot of the time.
fam.
I watch a matchroom undercard. I'm like, I feel like I got good value here. You know?
Yeah, there's
a lot of times.
There's some nights where it's like, you know what, yo, that was cold.
Katie
Like,
Taylor, Chisora. Like there's fighters on
Conor
the
Ben, Conor Ben as well. I do like to watch a Conor Ben
like,
scrap.
you know what I mean? Like I watch them undercards and say, oh, that was value. That nonsense that they did for
I'll tell you one of the best undercards I've seen,
Go
who's a good like 1-2 punch on the lineup. This was when Chris Eubank Jr. was with Matchroom.
Oh yeah.
And he
wicked.
fought Spike.
It was great.
And then
It was
AJ fought straight
it was
after.
a great night.
What
It
a
was
night
great.
of boxing.
Oh yeah.
As much as Eubank Jr. sometimes does a madness, like
because he battered Spike for kissing him, innit?
I love the entertainment.
Yeah.
The Eubank
I'll never
entertainment
forget
is
that.
just second to
I'll never
none.
forget that. That was amazing.
He made him say sorry after, in the ring afterwards.
Do you know what I'm really sad about? We started a Dillian Whyte conversation, and just like Eddie Hearn, we just forgot about it. It's messed up.
Hey, you know what's that?
It's messed up, and
But the thing is-
I'm sad because
And we're Dillian Whyte fans.
big time.
Shouts out to Dillian Whyte as well. I see him sharing the Undefeated podcast clip on his Insta story.
Come on, man.
Just today. That was cold.
We've got to get him on still.
I just watched for no reason. I was just like, that's me. That was nuts.
No, but and it's
You know what? Let's do a formal invitation to Dillian Whyte to come on this podcast as a special guest, sit in this hot chair, and let's have a conversation, bruv.
Yeah,
Because we
let's
do
talk.
bare speculating on your name, and the
Bare.
truth is, we need facts now because you deserve a title shot in
do.
everybody's opinion.
And it's and without these moments, again, it's gonna keep happening where you can be the nice guy, and I get it because he has to play he's playing like a dual role. It's like I have to be nice, but then I
Dillian
want
Whyte
my
is
shot.
not being nice to these men.
No, but I'm saying he's been nice in his situation. I'm talking
Oh, yeah,
about
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
overlooking, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
because
yeah.
once again, he's now talking about he'll still fight Wilder. That's what he's saying. The last we heard, because it was like AJ to fight Fury. That was all the talk. Everyone was talking about that. He said, you know what? I still want Wilder. No matter what, I still want Wilder. Even that video of him laughing is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like,
So
he
let's-
just laughs alone.
So let's speculate now, yeah?
Yeah.
Because he's the mandatory for the WBC. Mm-hmm. Fury beats Wilder again in the rematch. For whatever reason, AJ and Fury doesn't happen. Dillian Whyte versus Fury. What does that look like to you?
Okay.
Because
Dillian Whyte versus Fury.
that's a really difficult fight for
And
Dillian
you know
Whyte.
what's... Yeah, because I feel that it's annoying because... And that's why I wanted Wilder so bad for Dillian Whyte, because I really believed that that's light work. I honestly felt that he's going to knock him. I pictured it and I imagined, I said, now we have the great unification between AJ and Dillian. But now, looking at this fight, Fury can embarrass Dillian. Really and truly, he's just he's a superior boxer. He's a superior boxer, and if he carries on, let's say he continues to train with the Kronk gym and stuff, and he continues with that power, I think you'd have to fight. Dylan different. But I know I've watched him embarrass fighters with just a better technical sound.
That fighting style that he had for Deontay Wilder was for Deontay Wilder. In the same way that AJ fighting Ruiz was for Ruiz.
Yeah.
You're not going to see these men take that style and be that guy from now on.
But you don't think I don't think he's not going to carry on at the Kronk gym. I think he wants that power.
But I'm saying that style. He ain't going to fight AJ like that. He ain't going to fight most of these other guys like that. But I agree with you. I think technically he's more advanced than Dillian Whyte.
Yeah.
I think.
And Dylan's got a kickboxer background as well. He's not really had that he hasn't had a longer time in this style. He's had less fights. He's less experienced. So experience will start to show in these fights. And then even let's say when Parker decided to start fighting, Dylan struggled when I'm not trying to rinse him. Obviously
I
Parker's not fighting at the end.
I disagree.
But I'm saying that when Parker now put his foot down, it was a different type of fight. So I just imagine if he's fighting against Fury, is Fury gonna I just never forget how Fury made Klitschko look so ridiculous. I'll never forget it. And now that's at the forefront of my mind when I think of a fight.
The reason why that Klitschko fight has a bit of a, I don't know, it's a weird one because I looked at the performance that Klitschko was able to bring out against Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
And that Klitschko for me was someone who, because I feel like champions have sometimes they have those nights where it's like, you know what, I rested on my laurels here and I thought I would just win. The guy was in Germany for a long time, having things his own way. Everything was just going calm. I know there's a bit of skullduggery going on behind the scenes, but he could have easily caught man on a comfortable night. The rematch would have shown, okay, cool, you actually have got this guy. So I look at that and I'm thinking, because that rematch didn't happen, there's still
still question marks.
Yeah, so that fight,
saying.
because Klitschko still had it in him to go to war with AJ the way he did, I'm thinking, I don't know, you might have just caught him comfortable still.
Just caught him at a bad time.
Yeah, Ruiz caught AJ at a bad time. I don't feel like Ruiz did anything special on that night. Caught him with a shot, concussed him, stayed hit.
You need to watch that fight back, fam.
What do you disagree with? What do you disagree with?
AJ got bust up, fam.
Yes,
AJ got bust up. You need to watch that back.
It's a sequence of
events. That's what I'm saying. A lot of time has passed. Go back and watch it. Even AJ was watching it with my man. And he said, that's the shot that got me. And then after he's just looking at himself get broke up again and again.
Anyway, let's move on to Canelo and Billie.
He's done Paula Radcliffe.
Huh? We say?
He done Paula Radcliffe. Remember that girl, that woman, that marathon runner? That woman. Don't you remember Paula Radcliffe?
I know, yeah. What moment?
I said AJ done Paula Radcliffe in AJ Ruiz too.
Bro, you saying that AJ ran is pissing me off. Because we sat here together and said that this is a strategy that man needs to do. So now you've changed your script. I'm being
an idiot, man. I'm being an idiot. There you go. You know, Paula Radcliffe took a shit.
I know, she pulled over to shit. Pulled over to take a full-on duty, man.
Mid-marathon, Kenny runner was looking at her like, whoa. You ain't going to win still. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, Canelo Saunders. What's your predictions on that?
Canelo Saunders, Canelo all day. Canelo,
You know what, I spoke to Spencer on the phone.
Talk to me.
A little while ago about this fight. And he was saying that Billie Joe Saunders is like Fury. In the fact that they need big opponents for the big performances. And I'm starting to come around to that way of thinking with Billie Joe. Because remember, for a long time, he's wanted these fights with Canelo and Triple G. He's not had them. And he's had to fight a few little man in between the little busy fights.
Yeah.
But I've always, I said that I believed that Canelo had something in the tank to cause these men to upset.
I'll be devastated, you know.
Oh, I'd be very happy if Billie Joe Saunders.
I'd be devastated.
I like Billie Joe Saunders.
I don't know. It'll be real devastation, you know.
I would love to see him come away with that win.
I'd be devastated.
Why?
I don't know why. I just think Canelo's the truth. I just think he's the guy. Do you know what I mean? And that, like, I don't want to see him lose. I think I just now want to see him dominate and just say I've retired. Obviously, the loss is still there. He can do nothing about the Mayweather loss, but I just don't want to see him lose. And I don't know what that's about. I just think I just rate him. That's it. I just rate him. I just think, like, you just have an affinity for certain fighters. He's just one of them. I was like, I really like you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, if but it'd be great for. Can you imagine all those belts come to the UK? We'd
be seeing Canelo fights over the rematch in the UK. That'd be lovely. But I really do think Billie Joe Saunders has the attributes to pull off a win. Should he be able to?
Enough.
Should he be able to pull back like one of those performances? Like when he fought Lemieux.
Yeah.
If he was able to be that sharp.
Yeah.
I reckon he could do it for 12.
Just out of nowhere,
I don't think he's knocking out Canelo. I don't think he's going to wobble him or anything like that. But I think he has the capability to outbox him.
And you're saying he beats Canelo Triple G2, that Canelo. That Canelo was something different.
Canelo's a bad man, though.
That Canelo was a different animal, And my thing, if Billie Joe let's say Billie Joe never had the breaks that he had, because he went on I don't know if sabbatical, I don't know what that was, but he's had these long breaks in boxing. Unless he's Tyson Fury reborn and stuff, and he can now have a long time out, go on training camp, and be ready. That level of sharpness, because that's a super night.
I know what you're saying.
Don't know. I honestly don't. I would like to see, if I was Billie Joe Saunders, I wouldn't take this fight right now.
No. Take it now.
I wouldn't.
No, take it now.
I wouldn't. I'd have a few fights. I'd try and do it at the end of the year at least. If I can have 2 more fights and then that fight, let's go. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Do you see what I'm saying? Just so you can feel, because you need to be at your best against someone like Canelo.
But he's not been inactive. He's just not had the big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I watched a documentary
Tapia
on Johnny Tapia.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
It feels right because
it's an HBO documentary.
It feels good because the links between the Fury, the links of Fury,
the
similarities in the storyline. But again, for the boxing fans, obviously this is a casual boxing podcast. But one thing we will say is, like, every now and then, even they told me to go back and look at some old school fights as well. You have to check out Tapia.
Johnny Tapia.
So you have to check him out.
There's a HBO documentary on Johnny Tapia, and it just kind of goes into his life and the journeys and stuff that he went through, like personal stuff outside of the ring and stuff like that. And bruv, what a career, man!
I respect him so much. So this guy lost his dad first. He lost his dad when
he grew up believing that his dad was dead.
Yeah,
and his mum was killed.
Yeah, so his mum left the house
when
he was 8 years old. And his mum got stabbed 22 times.
Yeah.
Mum got stabbed 22 times.
Tragic story.
And they tried to look for the killer, not really hard. And I think they closed the case after what?
They closed the case years later.
They only searched for about a year, really, less than, and they just closed the case. So you have this young 8-year-old kid who, just
in life, and he grew up, became a boxer. Started his career, but I think the personal life, he also had some demons with cocaine.
Yeah.
And I think he failed a test. Failed a test, and he was kind of banned from boxing for a few years.
Yep.
And what was crazy is just looking at the similarities between him and Tyson Fury in the same kind of way.
Yeah.
Because the battle back was pretty intense, because you could see that he's like the gang side of his life was starting to kind of cross over. There's like when he was arrested and sent to prison, it was because apparently he threatened a witness for another case to do with his friend. It's like it was real messy. Anyway,
we have to shout out the women in these moments as well. Because
of course. Let's get to that. But like when he kind of committed to making his return back to boxing, he came back a completely different fighter.
Yeah.
Like, he was no longer this, he wasn't as athletic. He was a banger now.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that is insane. Because Tyson Fury came back from this mad, the hiatus, built his way back up, and then banged out one of the biggest punches in the heavyweight division today.
Yeah.
So I just looked at it, I was just like, this is kind of mad.
Yeah.
Just seeing how it's already played out for this guy.
History repeating itself and...
Not entirely.
Yeah, different. It's different.
You know what I'm saying? But like, it was just, there's a lot of similar kind of elements.
One thing I want to shout out is Mrs.
Yeah, his wife.
She was incredible. So there's this story, and it's not going to ruin it for you because you still watch it.
Go watch. It's a true story.
It's a true story.
It actually, it's not a film. It actually happened.
So there's this bit where he gets married, and then people say to his missus, "You don't really know him because he was hiding his cocaine, he was hiding his drug use from her."
That's right.
They said, if you want to know him, go and see in the toilet. She goes in the toilet and she sees him engaging, taking the drugs and stuff, and she's so disappointed. She gets him, and she locks him in the house.
That's right.
Him and her. She locks him in the house, and says, "We're not going anywhere." And then he starts to break stuff. He says that he had to go cold turkey. He said they was in the house 4 weeks or something. She said that
she was just like,
break stuff. You're gonna pay for it when you come back and you start fighting. Yeah, he said he broke everything in that house. But can you imagine the mindset of that woman?
A cocaine addiction. That's how you cold turkey.
Cold turkey. Locked the door. He said, if I got out of that house, yeah, he said I would have ran away and I never would have come back. It's the way he says it. And I just think to myself, big up her, because she became his manager, which think is the coolest thing. But that is some next level riding. That's some next level stand by a man. I don't know if everyone should do it.
You see Tyson Fury with his wife?
Yeah.
You know she's one of those type of women as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
She's just been there right through it all.
Through it all. And
Hats
watched
off.
it. So like, hats off to because
it's what was
in boxing, we
don't see them.
We don't
really hear their story. We just see them ringside at the fights and like, yeah. But the reality is, like, even I remember watching Creed, and when the son has decided that he wants to fight and be like his dad.
Yeah.
And the mum is there talking about, you don't know what it's like having to wipe his ass because both of his hands are broken. And it's just like, whoa, the logistics are nuts because man's hands are broke, still need to go doo-doo, bro.
Yeah.
So
even do you see Deontay Wilder's wife at the end of the fight? She's just there, rubbing his leg, and you say to yourself, these women in boxing,
and also
they're never really spoken about, but they're vital.
Think about how Deontay Wilder must be around the house, depressed, bro. I've just taken my first loss my whole career. Up until then, I was bomb squad.
Yeah,
and I just got knocked out, fam, and she's got to deal with that. Bro, we got to salute the wives of these guys,
Salute the wives. Let's give them a little round of applause, man. Shout out to the... There you go, for them. So,
what I liked in this story about Tapia is whilst he was on his hiatus, another fighter was champion.
Oh, sick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So
was it Romero or something like that?
Danny Romero Jr.
Yeah.
So when he's come back now, Danny Romero was like, no. He needs to come see me.
Yeah.
You're not the man. I'm the man. Come see me. So them man scrap it out.
But don't rush it, because them man, so they're from Albuquerque. Like,
yes, that's right. They're both from Albuquerque.
Their thing is so gang affiliated. Yeah. You've nenever seen Las Vegas like this. They said
you can't be ringside at that fight.
They had gang they had gang people that watch body language. To see if anything was gonna kick off. They said the searches that's when they really introduced
searching at the fights.
True searching at the fights, because this could go off
telling you,
at any moment.
It's mad.
Oh, man.
And the way these men were fighting with pride that you've never seen, fam.
We've never seen it.
Bruv, the way I love how Tapia showboats,
Yeah.
Because he takes a shot and he does his best to make you believe it didn't hurt. Bruv, if we bow, knees buckle, when he comes back, he's like, it's like, raw. He's doing loads. Like,
he rolled back on it and he took a bow.
There was one shot at the end of the round that he took, bruv. Bruv, he fell into the ropes, but he bounced back like. I'm just like, the level of ego and pride in this fight was insane. It was a great boxing match, and Tapia came out victorious. It was mad. It was wonderful to see.
That was the battle for Albuquerque. They said, what was sad is, so we talk about his mum. I don't want to ruin it. Should let this get into that next part, but I don't know really.
We recommend go watch it. We'll put the link.
Out.
The link is in the description for this episode.
Check it out.
It's worth a watch.
Check it out.
It's a great documentary.
And we left you with a good enough cliffhanger so you can just see.
Yeah, go and soak it all up, man.
It's amazing and it's good. Always go back. Like, my thing is, don't be afraid to say you don't know and go and learn. Learn is your best friend. YouTube, Google, it's all there for you.
Nah,
do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So, yeah.
Let's get some of these questions.
Cool. Let's do it.
So obviously I put out today on the Instagram page just to put out some questions, guys. You guys would stuff you want answered. Should amateurs be on the undercard of pro cards? I think that'd be a good idea.
It could be some exciting, but then what kind of amateur though? Because sometimes like the quality of it.
We ain't trying to see
go down heavily.
White collar level amateurs. We ain't trying to see that.
With a man that ain't trained.
Yeah,
we don't want one of those ones.
It's just mad one-sided. But there's some great amateurs out there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
And it could encourage them to go and get signed or to move on to the next stage. So,
But also, I don't know if it hurts anyone's stock though, because if we watch an amateur fighter and he gets battered, but then he turns pro, he's still 0-0. Do you see what I'm saying?
crackhead.
So like, I'm saying, if you see an amateur get battered,
Yeah.
turns pro, we've all seen the loss, but it's not on his record.
Yeah.
Does that hurt his stock?
He got battered, but he turns pro.
Yeah, like these
but
two
why
guys
would
fight.
you now go and turn pro when you got battered? I don't want to see you here.
What? So you can't lose a fight and keep going with your career?
True.
Come on, man, it happens.
True. But if I watched it on
Dillian Whyte beat AJ by stoppage in amateurs.
nah. Yeah. No, what I'm saying, if I watched it, if I was like Sky,
it'd be
watching you
mad,
get battered, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm a pro now."
Yeah, that's
go
a bad
back
idea.
to amateurs, bro.
Nah, don't try and reinvent yourself. We
saw it, bro. We watched it on TV.
Someone said the Brook Khan fight that will never happen, bro. We don't care about.
I've stopped, like Brooke, I've stopped looking at Khan. I don't even believe it exists
Bellie's
anymore.
opinion on AJ beating Fury. For once, I agree with Tony Belly.
Tony Billie said that
he believes Fury AJ is all wrong for Fury.
he believes AJ is all wrong for Fury.
Yeah. Thing is, I agree with that way, but I also agree that Fury's all wrong for AJ as well in a lot of ways.
And that's another fight.
And Fury can switch it up.
Yeah, I want that guy who I can't remember his name, the one that told us that Fury's gonna win. I want to hear what his prediction
Adrian
is.
Henke.
And Adrian, because you predicted how that fight would go, I need to hear your prediction because that fight is crazy.
Someone said Chisora's next fight against Usyk. That's been confirmed now. That's happening May 23rd.
And you've been talking about Usyk and been wanting to see.
I said this is the fight that
If
proves.
Usyk does it,
this is the fight that proves that he belongs in the heavyweight division.
cool.
Because if you can handle Chisora, that's when I know, okay, you can ramp with the big boys.
Gatekeeper.
Yeah.
If Chisora wins, what happens next? 'Cause
Chisora
where
is
does
in
he
line
go?
for a shot, bro. That's what happens.
Where? Who's he gonna fight? Everyone's tied up.
He has to fight AJ. Because that's what Usyk was gonna do. That's the spot Usyk has. Chisora then has to fight AJ, and if that man gets a lucky punch and wins the belt, oh my days, what a career. What a career. If Chisora finds a way to the championship, oh my
Dylan
days.
will just go beat him for it though.
No, he won't. No, he won't. He's retiring. He's retiring. If Chisora wins the heavyweight championship, he's retiring.
Yeah.
And I'll be so happy for him because bloody hell, how long has he been around?
I don't want to see him box up AJ. I'll be so disappointed.
All right, let's move on. How much does Pulev have left? Is it a walkover for AJ? It's absolutely a walkover for AJ. I think AJ's just going to batter Pulev.
It's just a trip to the O2 and just get the money and cut.
What else is there? Is Parker too nice? He was very timid in calling out his next fight. Yeah, I mean, Parker is mad. He's
a lovely guy.
He is a lovely guy, but at the same time, lovely guys don't make that much money in boxing. Like, unless you're like a massive brand, like you're a Klitschko, where you can be like proper respectful and that. This nice guy thing, not in this era, bruv. You gotta be saying something or knocking man out.
Yeah. Knockouts or
like proper have a presence
super
of a
knockouts.
Yeah,
Super knockouts. Because sometimes you can say the wrong thing. You could talk like you're everyone's king and then do a madness.
Mad.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Wicked.
That's it.
Everyone, this has been the Undefeated podcast. We want to thank you so much for sharing and supporting the thing. Just keep the notifications on. We ain't spoken to the Spotify people in time, you know.
Spotify.
We ain't told them to indicate and what's the left in that. Do you know what I mean? People that listen in audio, yeah, thank you. Shout yourself. You
Nah, for real, because big up, man. We appreciate that because you guys, for a while, we're getting audio first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now it all comes out at the same time.
Yeah.
So I mean, they both drop on the Fridays on audio and YouTube now. But big up for the Spotify gang, man. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah. And literally, Undefeated podcast. Thank you for watching. Share this, man, and thank you so much for your time. Big up Lennox as well. Lennox.
Hey, shout out Lennox Lewis,
wow, we
bro.
just tried to end it like that.
Lennox Lewis.
Yeah.
Bro, Lennox Lewis is fully bro, you know. That's a fan.
He watches
family,
the pod, fam.
Friend of the pod.
Family of the pod, fam.
He's a cousin. He's
There
a
you
cousin
go.
of the podcast.
It's on there.
He's left the signature right here.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
me. That's Come on. I see
on.
Lennox put a tweet out. Fam, I retweeted it, yeah. Just normal, just retweeted it. And then 2 days later, I just sat there, looked at my own timeline, I was just like, Lennox freaking Lewis. Just tweeted for no reason about the pod. Oh my days.
Yeah.
That's Lennox.
Come on. If
No one
if he can do it,
Listen,
who are you?
No
Retweet
one
the
talks
thing
bad
for us.
about Lennox around me. I'm having none of it, fam.
Yeah, brothers, keep it, yeah?
Yep.
All right, cool. Peace out, man. Have fun.
Yo, what's going on, people? Listen, we was about to wrap up the episode, but
Fully wrapped.
There's no way we could have left this episode without discussing this glove gate situation.
Yeah, we call it glove gate because it's flexible hand gate.
So I'm seeing clips of Tyson Fury, and his hand is in the glove, and there's speculation that he did some mad tampering foul play in a fight with Deontay Wilder. First of all, that's from the first fight. If you look at the gloves they're wearing, the clothes they're wearing, it's from the first fight. But the footage is compelling.
No, because you can recreate, you can do a madness, yeah? There's this, I'm telling you right now, there's this Nollywood Matrix thing, yeah? It's called B12, yeah? This African guy, he's doing mad, amazing moves, yeah? Graphics is on your side, bro. In the future, I can't believe. Why would I do this, bro? How am I gonna knock you out doing this, fam?
In that clip, yeah, Fury's hand is doing all this.
Go on, talk to me.
So the clip is basically looking like his hand is just in the early entry point of the glove, yeah. So it's looking like his hand is doing.
Swing for me, but don't hit me like mad hard. But
so they're saying like he's punching with the inside of his hand.
Go on.
The glove
give me one.
So
what? Wait, do people believe in heavyweight boxing?
But they're thinking that he's punching with this part of his hand. Because if you see the punches and the way the shots are landing, for starters, the glove is moving back mad loose, like it's a bag. He's on some bang, and the hand is just moving nuts. So they're saying that he's punching with this.
Don't they check it though? The referee checks.
Bruv, all I know is
the referee checks.
The clip that I saw, that glove rotated on some 90 degrees.
But we didn't see no hand.
But I'm saying that wasn't giving him any special advantage. If anything, it gives you reach. Yeah. But I ain't getting man out of here with all of this. But it looked nuts though. It looked nuts. But the only thing I don't like about stuff like this is that you're only talking about it now.
Now he's lost.
The second fight. When that's footage from the first.
There you go. And then it's like, you saw what happened in the first. All of a sudden, now because you lose, now this happens. Look at this. Now we show the footage. This, before when he was knocked out cold, no one was talking about that footage. So you take that footage back to your king.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's still dodgy though. If we're being legit, it's dodgy.
It's a bit nuts, but I'm going to put it down to like CGI.
But I don't think I don't think it's CGI.
Why
but
not?
The only reason why I still want to talk about it is because I don't think it would have changed the outcome for any of the fights. I just think
no real advantage swinging your hands like that. I've never seen a man get knocked out on one of these things. That should
never have been able to pass in boxing at this level.
I don't believe it did. I honestly feel that people have done a madness.
The footage and the pictures are there of this loose, baggy hand, fam.
We've seen films when you can manipulate stuff.
Oh, he's open palming Donny, fam.
Not even to plug myself, but I'm in a show called The Capture, fam. Yeah? And they just manipulate the whole thing. Go watch it, BBC iPlayer. I don't think. I'm telling you, you can manipulate things, bro, to super levels.
Either way, got.
The video was from Fight 2.
You saying the videos from Fight 2?
It's in the news all of today. They've been talking about it and debunking the fact that he cheated.
So the speculation is growing. I thought it was footage from the clip I saw initially was from Fight 1. So now all the other clips I've just automatically assumed that they're Fight 2.
Okay.
And Fight 1 as well. So they are from Fight 2.
Daily Mail, Sun, Mirror, all today.
So the conversation is growing around about the speculation.
Don't let this conversation grow.
It's not growing. In my head, it's not growing. I can't see how the outcome would have been different. But
at the beginning of the fight, did they touch gloves?
Did they touch gloves? Yeah, they did.
Fury was reluctant.
They did touch gloves. Nah, they did touch gloves.
If they touch gloves and you got the mad thing, them gloves would have looked nuts.
Man's on some.
Go ahead.
Go on, touch glove.
If I touch your gloves and that happens.
Nah, that's that. Nah.
If I touch your gloves and that happens.
Fury touched gloves confidently, bruv.
Whose responsibility is it?
The governing body.
No, you're taking the piss because who's that ref? Who's that ref? Who's that
Wilder's
ref?
supposed to have a member of his team in the trainer in the room while Tyson Fury gloves up.
Who's the ref?
But that don't mean you can't alter it when you leave.
They have a great referee.
Well, from when he gets taped onto your what do you call it?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Listen, end of the day, yeah, boxing is Notoriously the most corrupt sport in the world.
I'm telling you, that's not...
Anything can happen.
Bro, nah.
You telling me if a man slips me $2 million, I might not be corrupted?
The referee...
Okay,
the
2
referee...
mil, hard cash, bang! There you go, that's your briefcase.
Nah, that referee's not doing that.
Go.
He's a quality referee.
Are you doing it?
Huh?
$2 million right there in this briefcase.
You could have went less, bruv. You said 2 mil. What's
2
wrong
mil
with you?
right there. There you go.
Less.
Sign off these gloves.
I'll give you change.
Exactly.
I don't need that.
Exactly. There you tell me
That's too much.
Anything can happen in boxing.
No,
bro.
but he's not doing that. That referee,
Why?
that's a disrespect
Why?
to that.
To
I'm
Bayless.
trying to remember
Bayless.
Yeah, he was in, and he's a good ref. He is a very high level.
Bruv.
I'm telling you, it's not happening. Not on his watch. He even took points away. Didn't he take him to the side? He must have. As he pulled Fury across,
This loose
he
baggy-
would have just been like, "Raw."
Look, stop. Whoa.
Because he was involved.
Unless he
that
got paid 2
referee
M's.
was involved. Why would he take a point
2
deduction?
M's change everything.
Why would I take a point deduction?
Unbiased.
Oh, you lot can't believe
Anyway,
this, man.
we just
I
wanted to
can't
give our
believe this.
our 2 pence
Anyway, yeah, you
on
lot,
this.
listen, like, subscribe, and we came back for this nonsense.
He's undefeated, I'll defeat him. I'm jabbing, I'm dodging, weaving. I'll uppercut him, I'll leave him bleeding. He's cut man's gotta go hard this evening. 10th round, I can hear man breathing. But my fitness comes like a terminal sickness. It can't leave me, I train like I'm addicted. All this pain I've inflicted. Rib shot, leave a man winded. Take a knee, 10-8 round, that's me. Championship round, I'm sweet. Float like a butterfly, sting like bee. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. WBO, WBC. Give me all of the belts, put them all on me. Give me all of the belts, put them all on me. Undefeated, 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 undefeated.